What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So throughout the live stream this morning, we were getting a couple of people that were talking about CZ going on the Bankless live stream, and talk about, Binance, talk about BNB. One thing that they did want to mention, or at least everybody in the chat apparently was spamming, was about Lunic, right? Lunic is a very popular situation. And since Binance owns a lot of Lunic, and I mean a ton of Lunic, we wanted to get an understanding as to what's going on with a burn, not only just like the 1.2% burn, but also potential, burn of their supply and what they hold, and what they plan on doing with it as well. But obviously you wanted more questions into that. Apparently the chat was spamming a ton, and people were annoyed by it. I saw some comments in the comment section saying people couldn't get their questions into there because there was just a ton of spamming that was going on about Lunic and where that's going to go and the burn, and just give us some updates on what you have. So I wanted to talk about the small snippet that he did talk about Lunic and the question that was asked, and then we can get into a breakdown of that in this video. So before we get started, make sure you guys hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, definitely follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. You can follow me over there. But let's go ahead and get into this. Now, before we actually dive into the video, I wanted to, give a big shout out to Bankless. They have 168,000 subscribers, so feel free to go and subscribe to them, and give their channel a watch. Give the whole entire hour a watch, and just see if you really like it. Watch some of their content. They do have some good content, so feel free. I just checked out a couple of their videos. I haven't heard of them, but now I'm going to start watching it. It seems like it's something that's really interactive, and they have a lot of great questions, and take questions from people like you, and people like me, and whoever's involved in the chat as well. So feel free to go and give them a subscribe. The original video will be linked down below, but let's check out this one part. So about 33 minutes and 21 seconds in is where it starts. We're going to listen to the whole thing, and then we're going to, dive into what are my thoughts behind it. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let me play the audio here.
Going to get bigger than CeFi, and also therefore your plans for BNB chain and how BNB chain is going to develop in this bear market as well. One quick question before we go to a quick sponsor break. There is roughly like 500 people asking me about this Luna Classic burn in the YouTube chat. What's going on with the Luna Classic burn? Why are people asking about this? Do you know anything about this?
In fact, actually, I did ask my team, because I also saw a bunch of messages about that. I was like, what is this Luna Classic burn? But no one's clear what exactly.
Hold up. So I wanted to stop that. He said he also asked his team, because he was like, what is this Luna Classic burn? So this is making me think that he doesn't know about the proposal. He doesn't know about whatever burns they're looking to do. Maybe there's a confusion in the 1.2% versus like him burning off a massive amount of the supply that they have. So that might be the confusion, but you shouldn't be confused as to what it is.
Exactly that burn supposed to be. Is the team burning it? Is the exchanges burning it? Is it somebody else burning it? Should we charge a fee of like 1.3% for every deposit and burn 1.2% of it? No one knows. Like, should we burn that? Should we burn that the revenue we make? Should we go zero fees on Luna? So it's not clear what exactly that proposal is. It just says the community support anybody burning 1.2% of their.
Well, it seems like it's clear, right? I mean, looking into the proposal, you can understand that it's talking about a transaction tax. So if I basically give Binance $100 to buy Lunic, 1.2% of that, so $1.20 would go towards the burn. I mean, it's as simple as that. So basically I would be receiving 98 98 cents or $98 worth, and they would end up getting $1.20 worth to burn off Lunic with. I mean, it's as simple as that. That's the way that I interpret it, and the way that most people interpret it. It's not that confusing. Now, if you start confusing it or start adding other things into it, saying, hey, we should burn the supply that people hold right now, as in saying, I hold 20 million, we need to burn 1.2% of that. Or I hold 100 million, we need to burn 1.2% of that. Well, that's not the idea. It's the transactions that are coming along as we see the volume go through. I feel like he knows this, unless he's just getting word of it now, which I don't think that's the case.
They own Luna. Great. So should we just burn all of our users Luna? I think if you take a pool of asking specific users if they're willing to burn 1.2% of their Luna they hold, most people will probably say no. Right. So I'm not sure what that means exactly. So I did ask our team. But we'll figure it out. Okay. I think as long as there's a common, consistent way and fair way that applies to everybody, we're more than happy to support whatever the community agrees on.
Amazing. Okay, go for it, Ryan.
Anytime someone says Luna, I still get PTSD. Yeah. So I'm just like,
this is Ryan, this is Luna Classic. This is Luna Classic.
Oh, okay, different story. Got
I don't even know.
All right, so then they end with making that joke. That, obviously it's Luna Classic. What did happen obviously was horrible, but for what we have and what we're trying to obviously build as a community, it seems like the community is coming together to really get a sense of what this could be. Right. And it can be something really big. Now, for him to say that he's confused as to what this means, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, it says it within the title of the proposal. It says it within the detail of the proposal. There's a 1.2% burn tax. So added onto every transaction, not based on what you're holding now. It's based on if you buy and sell or transfer. You decide to move anything, you're having that 1.2% burn tax that gets implemented. And yes, you would hope that it's going on exchange, off exchange, everything there, and it's implemented on every single place that it could be, just to be able to increase the price of Luna, and not only increase the price, but increase the potential, decrease the supply, get it back to a form of being stable. I mean, they should obviously support something like that, because holding so much Luna that they hold, I would imagine it would make it more valuable for them. And as they do that transaction, yes, it would be 1.2% of them selling the position or, transferring it or doing whatever they wanted to do, but it would still benefit the position in the end. So it's great to see that he says that he would support a 1.2% tax, 1.2% burn tax, but the issue is about the confusion, right? I know he would support it, but there is an issue with the confusion, right? And I don't know if he's just playing games here, like he hasn't read the proposal. I mean, it's been out there for quite some time, or he doesn't understand what's going on there. What's the purpose of buying so much or holding so much Luna or Lunic? So I'm interested to see how this progresses, but it's really cool to see that it comes out and says, look, we're in support of burning a 1.2% of whatever it is, because he doesn't know if it's per transaction or if it's for every single person that holds Luna on his platform. But yeah, I think it's definitely interesting. And I think the way that I take it as a positive, because it's being mentioned, I don't like the fact that they're playing, mind games with the viewers as well, making this seem like it's a joking matter, it's a laughing matter. People lost money on what Luna did and UST did, and obviously the community is trying to save that. So them making a joke about a community where we're trying to save everything and get it back to a form of normalcy, I don't know. It's just not. It doesn't sit well with me. So anyways. Let me know what you think about this. Was this important, this whole live stream basically saying that he does support the 1.2% burn tax? He just doesn't know what it is. Or do you feel like this was just a mental game that he's playing right now to kind of play dumb and then all of a sudden release some better information and something way better than what we could ever thought of? But Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, again, at Perry8K on Twitter. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video.